I'm glad to see you're remembered. Oh, good. I did unmute it. I'm like, wait, did you remember to unmute that? That's okay. I was late. What? Come here. Come here. No, no, no. Hi. You got your come inside treat. You did. You just came inside, you got treats. If I look like I've been crying, I was. I just finished watching Thor: Love and Thunder for the first time. And even though I know it was sappy and it was actually kind of bad, it still made me cry. Also, I know that you saw me talking about it. No, I did not get around to watching a speed run of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Yay! I have two people who remembered. As opposed to myself, who still did not name her stream the right name. Now it's the name that it was supposed to be yesterday. I did fix the category, though. The category is fixed. Oh, my brains. Now, we do have Whiplash installed, but that's going to be for, like, streams where we end early, i.e. the game was shorter than I expected it to be, and we need something to fill the rest of the day. We'll do Quiplash that day. And hopefully we will have more than the three of us, because Lord knows at least one of you will cheat. Not that there's really a good way to cheat at Quiplash other than knowing what somebody else has already, put in for an answer. But still. God, I'm still all emotional. Says the girl who was like, yeah, no, if we play Among Us, I'll be watching your stream and playing, so I'll know when you're the imposter and when you're not. That's cheating. Well, technically, Quiplash is best played with a minimum of 4 people, but better with, I think, 8. And, like, even people who aren't, like, actively in the game can vote in the game. So, like, if there are 8 party members already signed up playing the game, and there are other people watching, those other people watching can still participate by voting in the game. So it's kind of one of those games. Jane Foster is an awesome character, and unfortunately, Natalie Portman was not ecstatic to be cast as Jane. She's not a comic book person, so she really wasn't excited to play Jane at all. All the way back in Thor. Imagine you get cast to play basically a leading character in a movie franchise. You know it's going to end up a franchise that you hate. Robert Pattinson hated playing Edward Cullen. He couldn't stand the contact lenses. Imagine that. Now, every day for the next, 8 years, you have to show up and put goddamn contact lenses in your eyes, and they irritate your eyeballs because nobody fitted you for them or did proper anything with them. And, they could have caused corneal abrasions and all kinds of stuff. And anyway, that's all off track. Oh, don't get me started. And I'm sorry, the first movie kind of set a bad tone for the rest of them. The director of the first movie, I don't like her. I don't like the choices she made. The casting is fine. all the casting is great. Even the people who complain about Kristen Stewart are wrong. It's not the acting, it's the directing. And unfortunately, after the first movie, the way the characters were set up was set up because the director was stupid. And that's the other thing. A lot of people complain about sparkly vampires. Well, up until Bram Stoker, everyone would have complained about vampires not being rotting corpses. What we think of as vampires today were not considered vampires back when vampires were first imagined. What we consider zombies is a lot closer to what vampires were. Except they didn't want brains, they wanted blood. And before that, they were just shambling, rotting corpses running around that didn't really do anything other than scare people, which I guess made them more like ghosts, but with bodies. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing that kills me. Everyone looks at her performance in Twilight and Robert's performance in Twilight and talks about how they're terrible actors. And I'm like, have you seen them outside of that series? It's not... They aren't bad actors. Their first director, who basically created the, like, way they were going to be the characters, ruined the characters, thus ruining their performances. Oh yeah, the books. Oh, I have the books on audio tape, and I think the woman who reads it is Ileana Kadushin. I love her voice. I love listening to those, but I have books I need to listen to. I shouldn't be listening to things I've already listened to. Besides, I've been at work, I've been listening to a audio mix that started out as just the music that I like from the years that I've been alive, and I recently added more. Oh my gosh! I haven't seen you in an age and a half. What's going on? What about Marley? Are we talking about Are we talking about Marley from Charles Dickens? Oh, okay. And now all of a sudden I want to watch him up at Christmas Carol, which I do own. No, yep, plague sucks. Don't give me plague. I don't need that. I mean, the only thing I can think, there are two things I think of when I hear the name Marley. Marley and Me, which I've never actually seen Marley and Me, but I know it has a very sad ending. I don't know what that ending is. And the Marley the Ghost from Charles Dickens. The A Christmas Carol. Cujo, now there's one bad pup. Oh, I almost took a sip of my soda without putting it into my koozie, and then you guys would have all seen the brand name for the drink that I'm drinking, and I would feel bad because I am not a sponsored stream. Oh, my stepbrother or his girlfriend brought the plague to Thanksgiving. And I had to test myself a bunch of times. I still haven't gotten it. I only have my first 2 shots and I think 1 booster. Yes, because I've had the shot 3 times. No, I'm not calling it Bob. We've had this discussion. Also, if you have not already watched it, as much as I hate Matt Damon, you need to watch Titan AE. And then you all understand why I'm not calling it Bob. But you have to watch the whole movie to understand that. So do it. See, and that's the whole, like, Marley and Me. I've never seen it, not even once. The only thing I know is it has a very sad ending, to which I assume the dog dies, and probably a terrible, horrible, awful death, because it's at least tear-jerking. Oh, there's something in Discord. Do I even have Discord up? Yes and no. One second. Is there a way I can get just this up here? Because we don't need to. It brings things into the background. Okay. This is what Grana just sent me. I'm still not calling it Dr. Bob. That's just, I wouldn't be able to call it Dr. Bob. Also, this is not a doctor drink. Although I do have some kind of a doctor upstairs. I usually buy my soda in cases of 3, and I always buy whatever brand happens to be on sale at the moment. Also, did you know that right now the price of a singular 12-pack, without sales and whatnot, is more than the price of a singular 12-pack? It's actually more than double the price of a singular 12-pack when I was a kid. I used to go down to the Texaco at and we called it Midnight Market because it was open till midnight, at the end of my street, and buy a 12-pack of insert name brand, Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, whatever. Name brand soda, $2.99 for a 12-pack. And now they're $6.99 or $5.99-ish to $6.50-ish before tax, because soda is a sugar drink and therefore is taxable. I forget how much I actually, all the wiring in my house, because I have gigabit and I wanted to be prepared for the future, is Cat 8. So all my, like, the 50 feet that run to my router, and then the other 50 feet that run from the router to the fiber optic modem are all Cat 8. And actually, there's another thing. Off-market sodas don't necessarily capture the name brand soda's flavor, but they're still good. And the people who refuse emphatically, oh, it's not the name brand, I'm not going to... You're losing something. The only reason I end up buying name brand soda is because the other sodas aren't on the apps. So, like, when I want to order soda, it's Coke products or Pepsi products, because, well, and you can get like A&W and that stuff too, but you can't get like Shasta or whatever Cub Foods house brand is or any of that, because it's just not there. Yeah, I know we're talking. That's because everybody's here and everybody's talking, and so I just keep talking. Hy-Vee doesn't deliver in my area. That's why I'm using Shipt, so I shop at Target. I quit using Instacart in part because of Linux. Linux was like, well, you should try Shipt. And so I tried Shipt, and so then I switched to Shipt. Uh-oh, we already have 4. You keeping track already? No, I like engaged. It just means there'll be less gameplay. And I don't cut any of this out of my VODs. I was actually discovered recently that I missed shortening openings and endings for a bunch of my episodes. And so, like, today I went through 4 of the BioShock episodes and cut, like, almost 10 minutes out of each of them, getting rid of extraneous opening credits, because I let the opening song play through once, and then I continue on. But some of them, on my older episodes, I would start the stream before I was ready to stream, and so it would play for like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's not good. We streamed BioShock right before I played Elden Ring. So it was earlier this year. All the episodes are on YouTube. If you really want to watch them, you can watch them on YouTube. You can see how horribly I am at playing the game. I was terrible bad at playing that game. All 3 of... Oh, 3. There's 3. All 3 of them. I mean, they're there. And we can always do nostalgia streams. I do have the save games, so if they have anything like, well, if you've already beat the game, you can use whatever mods you already had, or, you know, whatever, we can do that. Yeah, no, I know, but I was talking more, even though it was you who said it, I was talking more to Aaron, because Aaron was like, I happen to know he really likes BioShock, so I was like, oh, I'll let him know they're there, in case he wants to see them. Yeah, no, that's true, you can't give me terrible advice, unless you want to give me the advice of, you were really bad at this section, so when we go back and play again... and like I said, we could start making Spooktober our, like, nostalgia, or make November nostalgia month. So we could have Spooktober and then Nostalgmer. That doesn't work very well. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to come up with ideas. I still need to clip the sound from the beginning of yesterday, because there's this spot right towards the beginning of me starting to game where I just went, It was actually really funny. Especially in context. I need to clip that and add that as a sound. Let's see, last year we played Vampire with we did a dead run in Vampire where we killed everybody. I don't think we've decided for sure. This year we were going to play Werewolf the Masquerade, Apocalypse, Earthblood, but we didn't. We were also going to play Control, but we played that earlier here because that was what I decided to play when I came back. Yeah. You know, I don't engage in watching any of the trade shows, so I don't see any of that, and I don't see commercials. So usually the way I find out about a game is a streamer is playing it, or a let's player is playing it, or Steam suddenly has it on sale. Well, I technically already had Control before you were pushing at me for it, because it was a free game on Stadia. And then Stadia decided that, or Google decided that Stadia was going to go bye-bye. So then I found it for cheap on GOG and got it there. Or no, I got it on GOG before that? Did I get it before I got it for Stadia? I might have gotten it before I got it for Stadia. I don't remember. It was a really long time ago. Oh, now you want Earthblood? Well, maybe between Dead Space and Dead Space 2 we'll play Earthblood. Unless you want to save it for next year, but that's a long time. I mean, I'm just really bad. Like all those shows, like I never watched the what's coming up on Google. I don't watch the what is it called? It's Google I/O. I don't watch the E3. I don't watch the game seminar. It's just you want spooky. That's all you want to play. I have tons of games, many of which are not spooky. But the only games that I own that Lunix ever wants me to play are the spooky ones. I like the funny ones too. I really want to get Tales of Arise. For the record, for both of you, I kind of hate spooky games. I get very nervous, very like, and anytime there's something like that, the meteor, like I know the meteor shower bit wasn't really scary, and actually, in all honesty, other than jump scares, Dead Space has not really been that scary. Outlast was fucking scary. Um, other like anytime I run into something that I have a hard time doing, there is a good chance that I'm going to feel dejected and want to quit. And that happens a lot in spooky games. I bet my suffering is actually more enjoyable to watch than Markiplier's because I feel like Mark and Sean from Jacksepticeye play up their screams and their scares. I don't. Like, if I scream or I jump or anything, I am actually legitimately terrified and I am ready to, like, scream. Unfortunately, I have my microphone gated, so if I do actually scream, I don't think you'll actually hear it. But I don't want to blow anybody's ears out. Don't mention... Oh. What, the two most well-known gaming streamers? Well, they're not really streamers, YouTubers. The two most well-known gaming YouTubers. I shouldn't mention them? Are you afraid that I'll end up being nixed? I'm only... Like, I'm not playing any of their stuff. I don't think it was last night. I think it was the night before that, or one of the previous nights where I blew out my own gate. I think. I generally don't rewatch my streams. I just find spots where it's obvious that I need to clip them. Speaking of, we have now been talking for about 30 minutes. Oh, I did it last night too. Oh, God. Okay, we've been talking for like 30 minutes. I'm going to get us into this game and we can keep more or less talking once we're in the game. No, I don't need... Oh! Woodley poops. I just realized I forgot to take my meds. Also, don't ask about the schwoodly poops. I know it's not exactly from Invader Zim, but that's kind of how I got the idea. Why do you default to new? Alright, so in that handful of pills I just took, 4 metformin, 1 lisinopril, 1 cholesterol med that I can't pronounce, and a daily vitamin. Oh, and I need to take my baby aspirin. Yeah, schwoodly poops. I don't know if anybody here is a fan of Invader Zim, but like I said, I didn't get it exactly right, but that's how I came up with it. I feel that way. All this because I went in for an ear infection that turned into frickin' vertigo, and then they're like, oh, by the way, your A1C is a little high, and, it looks like your blood pressure might be just a little bit high, so we want to put you on all these medications. Excuse me? No, I said, what? Who is puking? Stop it! How much ammo do I have? I'm gonna buy 1 more. That is correct. I did not take care of my ear infection until the vertigo hit. So as I usually say when we talk about my vertigo, if you ever think you might have an ear infection, go see your doctor. Especially if you are over 40. Let me tell you a secret, if you didn't already know this. Vertigo is much more common in people over 40 than people under it. You are 40 or older, and you have an ear infection, go see your go-around doctor. I died when we came in here earlier. Never what? Don't say never. Never say never.
Search and rescue.
Ah, shit, that thing is alive again. I want to fight that thing again. Do I have any of these? Yeah, I figured that was 5. I was about to list that off. I thought, did I not put one there? Y'all can yell at me for worrying about my health later. Huh? Didn't flip the axis. Oh. I don't actually like when it happened first. I was very afraid. I thought I'd broken my weapon somehow. Ow. I don't like you, and I want you to die. Haha. Ow, where did you come from? I suck at shooting you, apparently. I don't think that glass will break if I shoot it. Stop shooting out frickin' dudes from your stomach! Oh! Good lord, how many of you are over here? That was not what I wanted to push. Actually, no, it's not actually because I shot it. It's more because I wasn't hitting it where I was trying to hit the vines that were, or not vines, the tendrils that were coming out of it. If I didn't kill all the tendrils that were coming out of it, eventually it would just keep spitting them out. And this is where I died yesterday. This is gonna be another one of those things that makes me angry. Shit. Actually, that worked out. Stupid baby. Damn it, how did I have to go to the bathroom this early in the stream?
You're close to the chemistry station. Once you get the chemicals, you're also going to need a DNA sample of the alien tissue. I'll search the records for one.
I mean, I was already kind of figuring it out before you pointed that out, but yes, that's right. Shooting center mass doesn't do us any good. Hey, look, it's Lieutenant Dan. Sorry, that was in poor taste. I hate myself already.
Hold me here.
Personal log, Dr. Charles Mercer. I now have a live subject for my study. I'm eager to validate my tissue regeneration. Initial restraint was problematic, but now the patient's resting comfortably. He trusts me, Dr. Kite. He puts his life in my hands. He knows his part in all of this. Understands what I'm doing.
Out of here, please.
The forehead has been swabbed clean and marked.
What are you doing with that?
And I'm now attempting to create a passage to insert the sample tissue into...
Wow. Yes, I am staying warm. As a matter of fact, right now, my room is 77 degrees. Mind you, that's with a lights, a CHE, and a oil-filled room heater, in addition to the heat from the HVAC. I mean, shouldn't all space stations have a chemical storage space? Oh, I smashed you both in one go. I didn't realize it at first.
Processing request. Please stand by. Antigen compound completed. Please remove the capsule.
Please remove the capsule.
Your fight for survival is admirable but pointless. And yet you keep on going. It almost makes me think that we had hope as a species. Am I the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago? We just haven't accepted it yet. Stop running. Stop your struggle. Our future, your future, the future of our race ends here. Allow me to introduce you to humanity's child, the children that will replace us. Our greatest creation.
I have a bad feeling. Oh yeah.
You can't kill it, Isaac. It's just gonna keep regenerating. Get out of there! Run!
How? Run, 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 run.
One there. Repeat. Come in, Isaac. Kendra, is anyone there?
Hammond, where the hell have you been?
I've reached hydroponics. It's bad down here. It's really bad. Can hardly breathe. The organic matter is growing everywhere. The eyes are stinging. Must be seeing things.
Ah, shit. Ah! No! No!
Now you need to find a DNA sample of the growth. According to lab records, there's an inert sample stored in the ICU. A Dr. Mercer was apparently doing intensive research on it. I've been trying to contact Hammond, but all I'm getting is static. Isaac, you've got to hurry.
Yeah, we have tomorrow set as a remote day. Horse gun. I don't like that I can still hear that thing. Why do I still hear? I'm like, I am in a oh god, I have like no ammo. I apparently used way more ammo than I thought I did. Stop making that noise! Find me while I save in a different spot. Yeah. Alright, give me just a little bit here. I don't know if it's because I'm terrified or if it's because I drank that giant blob. Fine, you can lay down there. If it's because I drank that giant thing of water, but I need to run to the bathroom. That's not what I'm trying to do. Stop that. I apparently forgot to open the app before I did this today. And it's taking forever! That's 6. Oh my god. And now you can't... Really? Alright, and now that can't work, so now I have to do it this way. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, guys. Kodo was very confused when I was getting back into my chair because I turned around and picked out the treats first. Also, I should mention that as soon as she heard me say treats earlier, she was instantaneously up and paying attention. So I was getting treats when I sat down, and I still had them in my hand, and I was facing her, and she's like, "Are those for me? Are you going to give them to me? You gonna come up? Yeah. Oh, I got a kiss out of the deal. You got your saliva right in my inside of my nose. Also, does anyone want to see how crazy Coda is? So, I've been eating Takis today because I happen to like Takis. She's eating it right now. She ate that. When she was a puppy, to get her to stop trying to chew on the steel tube crate bars, I coated them with sriracha. I came home, found the bars bent and the sriracha all gone. Also, I don't actually think Takis are all that spicy. I mean, there was a point in time I would have said, yes, these are too spicy and I can't eat them. But they're really not that spicy. I mean, I was raised up here. I was born in Texas, but I was raised by a Minnesota mother who had married a Michigan dad. Well, so my mom is from the Twin Cities metro area. My dad was born in the Detroit area. When my grandparents moved here, he met, eventually, when they were like teens, met my mom. And then my dad got enrolled in the Air Force, and we moved down there. Well, we didn't move down there. They moved down there, and I was born there. But we moved back up here the month before my 3rd birthday. So. Now I'm hungry. Actually, I think, Aaron, you're probably more of a spice eater than Lunix probably is. Lunix, would you use sriracha in anything? At all? There you go. Aaron will occasionally add a little sriracha to things, or that's the impression I got when we were talking at work earlier. I gotta figure out what's wrong with that. All my shit's breaking today. She wants another Taki. Oh, I add sriracha to my macaroni and cheese almost every time I make it. There's Taki powder all over my fingers. I also put like red chili peppers, or the crushed red pepper flakes in a lot of things. one of my favorite things, and I don't remember exactly how I learned this, but I absolutely adore, which is funny because I hate mayonnaise, but I love sriracha mayo. I love sriracha ranch. And I do tend to, when I make mine, I do not buy pre-mixed. When I make mine, it does tend to be kind of spicy. So I know that the Sword of Truth series, written by is it Terry Goodkind, it has some aspects of Ayn Rand's philosophy in it, but I still love, like, as a fantasy series, I still kind of love it. And one of the things I've always wanted to make from the series is spice soup. So I mean, I grew up in a household where my dad used to get gifted things like chili powder that was enhanced with habanero that my dad would use in our chili. And I still didn't like stuff. Yeah, spice soup. It's broth, kale, sausage, and like chili peppers and a couple of other things that, like, you fry the spices in oil, drain off the oil, get rid of the actual peppers and whatnots, you use the oil in the soup to make the soup spicy. I wrote down the recipe somewhere. I have it. Didn't you already use one of those? No, I mean, it's still, it has broth. You end up using broth. After you make your spicy oil and you add that to the broth with the cabbage and a couple other ingredients, and that is spice soup. And I've never tried it, and I've always wanted to, but I hate cabbage. But I do like kale, because, like, Zuppa Toscana at Olive Garden has kale in it. I was always like, well, I'll just put kale in it. One could argue that it is, but technically I would say no. You really? I feel like we're already... Okay. Is that just 4 then? Am I going completely gonzo? Probably just going gonzo. She's staring at me again. Okay. Sorry. That thing's gonna come back and haunt me. That's one way of handling it.
Your persistence surprises me. Holding on to your final breath, you claw your way along. You hold on to what was once your war, but now it belongs to the children. Be glad of the knowledge that your death will bring their birth. Listen, can you hear it? It's coming. Say your prayers.
Hot dogs are not food. supposed to deal with a thing I can't kill? Are you effing kidding me? So now I have the super beast and you. Would you guys kindly get away from the door? How do I get out of here? Where do I go? I died! I died. It's not the right button. Ow. Remembering how to and when to run is difficult for me.
Someone keeps shutting down the door protocol. I bypass the lock. Go!
And not stopping. What the actual? I have to sit through living through all them things again. Or not. Is the door closed behind me? Is my sprinting stupid? Maybe my sprinting was stupid. Look. I'm sure there are great things back there, but I need my nodules, nodes, whatever. Is that how I do that? Okay. So I apparently have to kill you before I can get in here, because you're capable of doing horrible things to me. Ow. Ow. Oregon. Semiconductor. Okay, so there's a guy down there. I'm guessing that if I try to shoot you, I'm gonna put my weapon down, so... Kill her? Will it not let me kill her? Oxygen recharge here. Clearly I didn't shoot her. Door still says warning. And I'm going to continue to say it. By the by. Hot dogs are not food. For the record. Oh, whoever lived in here was very disturbed.
Person log, Dr. Chalice Mercer. The specimen continues to respond well to my experiments. Its cellular fortitude, not to mention elasticity, is remarkable. Dr. Kine, I'm sure, would disapprove, But I do not anticipate that issue, as the good doctor is busying himself with the marker. As if that matters now. He has also succumbed to the same dementia that afflicted the cult. Only yesterday he told me he had spoken to his wife, but Amelia Kine has been dead for some years. My subject grows restless.
Not unless you're a cannibal.
Patience. Your time is soon. Very soon.
I mean, there's some evidence that says that human meat to a human is technically more nutritious. Like, our bodies are better able to process the protein from another human than from a cow. But unless you want a prion disease, I would avoid it.
Adding sample 9797 to chemical compound. Final mixing required.
That's it, Isaac. Now you just need to...
This has gone far enough. Accept your part in the God's plan. Embrace your own extinction.
No.
Life support system failure on medical.
Oh, lovely.
Evacuate immediately.
Isaac, he's decompressed the entire deck, and I'm being locked out of those systems. All the air has been vented into space. You should be able to bring it back online from the security station, but you don't have much time.
And how many bets do we have that there are giant dead things waiting to kill me? There's no reason to go down there. Ugh. God damn it. I'm gonna die just because I got swarmed. I died because I got swarmed. I mean, I would rather not have, how's it pronounced? Khrushchev-Yakov disease? The human equivalent of mad cow disease. I have to listen to this again.
Dr. Chalice Mercer, the specimen continues to respond well to my experiment.
Actually, no, we don't. We're just going to skip that.
97 to chemical compound. Final mixing required.
That's it, Isaac. Now you just need to...
This has gone far enough. Accept your part in the God's plan. Embrace your own extinction.
Warning. Life support system failure on medical.
What the hell was
Please
that?
evacuate immediately.
Isaac, he's decompressed the entire deck, and I'm being locked out of those systems. All the air has been vented into space. You should be able to bring it back online from the security station, but you don't have much time.
Had to double check. Ah, shit, but I do not have time for you, jerk-offs. I'm going to die because I'm going to run out of oxygen.
You've got everything you need to make the poison. Now get back to the chemistry lab.
What are you going to do? Do it fast. Can hardly breathe.
You're cutting out, Hammond. I'm gonna try to switch over. Shit. I lost his signal. I'll continue scanning for his location. You have to get that compound mixed.
We were all dead the moment Hammond decided that getting on this effing ship was a good idea. No. Don't look at me. I'm not a medical professional. I've heard it and tried to say it, and my ability to enunciate things that aren't in English or Spanish, and even my Spanish enunciation isn't that great, is limited. Yes, I am still ignoring the Ripper. I am not selling the plasma cutter. No. No, Ripper. I can sell that too. Two medium cans of air. I disagree. I think there is absolutely an excuse. Didn't I just come screaming out of there? What? Why is my heart rate increasing? Is something going to break in here? No. Are you kidding me? I need those health items. Look at me. I'm at half health right now.
I've got more intel on the atmosphere. A survivor's report says a massive creature entered the hydroponics deck from outside the ship. That's when the air quality began degrading. The survivor called it the Leviathan.
Oh! No! Yeah. 700 extra times would be worse than that. I need to be paying attention. Turn around, Isaac. Nope. Games like this where shooting is a thing, I prefer to keep things kind of simple. Admittedly, I had over many weapons in Cyberpunk, but I mained my katana, and what was the other thing I mained? Oh yeah, hacking. I did lots of hacking. I hear you. Now I have to kill everything in a room. That one's gonna come out next. Or the other one's gonna come back in here and get all big and mean and killy.
Please remove the capsule.
No, you spelled melee right.
Let's hope that poison works. Head back to the tram station and get up to hydroponics as fast as you can. Still no response from Hammond, so be careful. There's no telling how contaminated that deck is.
I'm beginning to truly admire your spirit, misplaced as it may be. I think you should see the whole plan. You should not spurn the hive mind's offerings. You deserve to witness that, at least.
I mean, this is the original Dead Space, not Dead Space 2. So, unless you're saying you want me to play with it in the next game. But yes, my preference is for melee weapons in games, and it has mostly to do with the fact that I tend to not stand at a distance like I'm supposed to. So I'm gonna get these, and then I'm going to... I have not found TK to be personally all that helpful in this game. Other games I found it very helpful, like Control was very helpful. Well, I mean, it's a little late at this point because I've been selling the crap out of it and all of its ammo. Why does that vanish so fast? Why is it so dark and scary?
Perhaps now you will understand.
No.
The work that I've done must continue. Will continue. I, Dr. Charles Mercer, shall serve as the catalyst to the salvation of our species. These specimens will return to Earth. I will spread their divine glory across the entire planet. I will leave you with my creation. Embrace the inevitable.
Where even did you come? Oh, you came out from right from under me. I don't know where to go. This seems to be the only place to go. And I suspect it's not a safe place to stay.
Breathing cycle successful. Transporting patient.
Okay.
Let's just hope that's the last we see of that thing. I've managed to override Mercer's lockdown. There's a secondary tram station nearby, and you can take it to hydroponics. Let's just hope there's enough time.
Well, I found that completely by accident. I mean, I suck. I actually am not very good at gaming. I enjoy to game, but I would never claim that I'm any good at all at it. I don't know where I got to game from. That's not even the correct phrase. Now that you've managed to successfully do that, now you must go and successfully do this other thing. Quickly! If by dying every time you turn around means that I'm a good player but only different. Honestly, I think the key... Sorry. I honestly think the key thing for a gamer to be able to call themselves a gamer is less the talent of the gaming...
Hydroponics log, Dr. Elizabeth Cross reporting. I'm pleased to say that we're working close to maximum capacity at the present time. All flora is healthy and thriving, and food yield has created a surplus. I was going to pass the surplus on to the colony, but the captain has given a no-fly order. I want to note my opposition to that order. Everyone knows they're in trouble down there, and I don't see what denying them our surplus will achieve.
It's less the talent of the gamer, i.e. how are they at surviving, at shooting, that sort of thing. The thing that makes someone a gamer is enjoying gaming. Even if you get frustrated at times. Like, I get frustrated all the time. I don't know why I didn't get nearly as frustrated with, Elden Ring. Like, I died. I probably have over 700 deaths in Elden Ring. I beat it in 40 streams. Mind you, I power leveled in between streams. Where all I did was run around killing things. I didn't stream me just running around killing things. Or I tried to as little as possible. I didn't want... Where did you guys come from? I didn't even see you. So, there was that. Like, I died in that game a gajillion. Yeah, it might have been 700 on screen. And even more off. It's like, I died plenty off screen, too. Oh, it's an elevator. How about I do this? Back to what I was saying. Regardless of skill, I'm a gamer because I enjoy gaming.
Watering cycle initiated.
You're growing tomatoes on the space station. Actually, I think tomatoes are one of the first plants grown in space. I think they grew tomatoes on the ISS. That thing is moving. Are you a person? Are you going to stay a person?
Isaac. Good to see you in one piece. Don't take your helmet off. The hair's rotten. I gotta look at it. It's huge. You won't believe it. Shut itself in food storage. Crew that was on this deck, I think they're what's poisoning the air. They've been transformed. I saw one of them. Bloated, swollen. They're like poison factories. We need to take them out where we can still breathe.
Hammond! I thought you were dead. You need to get to cleaner air. You're not going to be able to help Isaac in your condition. Isaac, I'm scanning the area now. He's right, there's something really big in food storage. But I can't get a good scan. Monitor readings are off the scale. Be careful.
Come on, dude.
That's the door to food storage. But I can't override the integrity lockdown. You have to destroy the pods to bring the air quality up. Then you can go through and use the poison on the Leviathan.
And what if I tell her no and we're all going to die? Would that mean that there would be no sequel? I'm supposed to go that way. So what if I go this way?
I suppose I should be glad that Ham's alive, but I still don't trust him. I think he's hiding something about the marker.
Yeah, I think the marker is probably why we originally actually came here. Which is why I think that, like, he basically works for Wayland Yutani. And we might as well just call him Ash. Since Ash was the bad synth. Okay, so you still want me to go that way, but I'm still going this way. Which is probably not a good thing. It's not that I can't take that on. I can do that. Oh, there's a store. Oh, there's a locker. An insane accusation against a game that clearly takes inspiration from Alien. Nobody cares. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they said back on, Hey, why can't I buy med packs or air? That's weird. I have the credits for it. Am I full? I just almost accidentally sold the plasma cutter. Before I do that, okay, that's a door thing. There's clearly tendrils of this thing everywhere. Your evil plan is working. I don't think it was your evil plan. I think it was me just not paying attention. What is this? Vanished? I'm going to guess that the steam is not good. Oh, lovely. I'm in here and I can't actually even get anything in here. Oh. Well, that was an accident. I have not bothered with much in the way of speed lately, have I? It wasn't even that it was full. Oh, there's an elevator over here. Okay. That last door there is locked. And look, why even is there a spot over here? Look at that. I could hardly even see that when I killed it. That. Oh good, your head did come off, okay. So is this really hydroponics or is this more aeroponics? There's a difference. Also, why are there... Really? Ow. Me and my heavy fingers. How many of you are there? I mean, the combat music is still going. Jiminy Crickets! You up to 6 yet? I think you're at 6. Stop waving your evil tentacles everywhere. Not bad. Somebody just wandered over. I don't know why I'm obsessed with stopping these once they're no longer moving. We've already learned that they don't get back up once they're no longer moving, with the exception of the regenerator. What is that? Lots of birds in that room, apparently.
Replacing nutrient vat.
Fae is attacked by hordes and hordes of monsters. Jump. You don't even move when I stomp you. Did more of you join the party? This one is not in a spot where I could have gotten it. Oh great, now there's a bunch of guys out here again. I don't like you fast guys. See, I don't think about using things like stasis to keep people from attacking me. It just does not compute in my head. This guy, you can totally slow him down. You just push the button. It's just a different button. And my brain doesn't process that, apparently. Alright, real quick, before we continue this, since we're at 6. No. I need to learn to use my mouse before I click, because my mouse is on a timer where it like auto shuts off if it doesn't move every 15 minutes. It's a good thing I have a few more. Also, even though I scheduled delivery of some of Coda's stuff for the 28th, which was next week, it was going to be here on Friday, and now it's going to be here tomorrow. And of course, it's not even her FOOD, it's her TREATS's. And don't ask why I add the ES to the end of TREATS. I just do. Will come up? Yeah? What's in Mama's hand? What is this? Yeah, that's for quotas? Yeah, we still like these? These are still good? I'm gonna wipe all your saliva on your head. Well, okay, I didn't get all of her saliva on her head. That's it. That's what gotta do treats. Do you want a talkie? I should stop calling them by their name. This is not a talkie sponsored stream. Somewhere out there, there's somebody crying, "That's animal abuse! You're gonna kill your dog, it's too spicy!" I watch what she eats generally, very carefully. But, I mean, this dog will take straight sriracha. Which I don't even take straight sriracha. It's always mixed into something. It's an added ingredient in the macaroni. It's an added ingredient in the salad dressing. I don't use it like it's ketchup. My dad made that mistake. I bought him a jar of a jalapeno ginger sriracha. He threw both bottles of the sriracha away because it was too spicy. Because apparently he missed the part where I told him it's really spicy, and I intentionally mixed it with ranch dressing to use as a dipping sauce on a dinner. I think it was Easter dinner. Yeah. What'd she do? You tell Lucy she's not supposed to kill things? I keep reaching for my phone. That won't work. Oh.
Warning. Toxics detected in atmosphere processing. A repair technician has been notified.
I'm the repair technician. Oh, both of you. That sucks. We should leave 1,000 credits. It's not even enough to buy a magazine. Well, taking them out was not bad. Why is there anti-grav in the middle of hydroponics?
Entering zero gravity.
Why does the color fade from zero G? Oh shoot! I almost shot myself up at some spikes. That was actually some pretty sweet timing. It was just folding itself up and being like, nope. Sorry, you can't do that. I have a weird love-hate with the way they handle zero G. That's the right button. no, I get that. She's also your kid. What do you mean,
Exiting zero gravity.
Well, that was fun.
Warning. Air filtration system still active. Entering the filtration tubes is extremely hazardous.
So something tells me we're supposed to enter the filtration tubes. Oh, I can't go in that door. Like, let me go in this door over here.
Hello? Hello, security? Thank God. This is Dr. Cross in hydroponics. I'm trying to locate second engineer Jacob Temple. I can't get through to engineering. Of course I know there's a ship-wide medical alert. That's why I'm trying to locate him. No, we're safe for now, but the tram is down and we can't reach the escape pods. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I normally don't even wear shoes at all during the day. But my feet have been hurting really bad. Have been hurting really bad lately. I wear compression socks all, like, if I have shoes on, I have compression socks on. I only own compression socks. So this is gonna be one of those where I basically have to run. Oh, shoot. stupid piece of... Oh! Anything else? No. I was so worried after I saw that there was still a door locked. I was worried I was going to end up dead. Can I get in this room over here now? Oh, I can't. Mine are just store-bought compression socks. Like, I bought them because of water buildup in my legs, and it's more for that. So it's not like foot compression, it's calf compression. Can I open the other door? No, I can't. And I can't stand socks that are not over the calf, so these come all the way up to my knee. I also have a pair of knee socks. Of course, the funny thing about these is because they're knit knee socks, they actually come all the way up my thigh, and all the way to where my thigh meets my body. And they would still have room. So I generally wear them more as a slouch sock because I don't want them to get super stretched out because my thighs are huge.
10 kiloton mass detected in food storage.
And kiloton mass. I totally mispronounced kiloton. Kiloton. I've never had problems saying that out loud before. You and your explosiveness. God damn it. I don't like the big guys. What are the odds we managed to actually find another save point by the time it's time to get off a stream?
Warning, 10 kiloton mass detected in food storage.
Aaron has suddenly gone quiet, so I'm guessing that he had work stuff to go into. That is not the button to run. Ah! This one didn't rupture this time. Okay. So this we've already been in here.
Replacing nutrient vat.
Cargo lift, Class C license required. Max load 2,500 kilograms. Ooh, there are two on this side. Okay. And now I'm supposed to go back down? I'm supposed to be on level 2 again? Wait.
Isaac, make us whole again.
Now they're both fighting over this one corpse. Glad I killed you before you got to the corpses. You guys are annoying. Suppose I could have tried hitting one of the explosives. And back out again. God, that's only half of my health. I'm guessing back down because there's no door to go into upstairs. Isn't there a... It's 22. Darn. Okay, so this door is still locked. There's only one more damage on this whole thing. Excuse me, what? Oh wow, I actually have a decent number of credits. I have 23. Have 3 in the save. Oh, so there's a medium can of air also. Go buy 3 more. Now I'm just racking up the credits and I don't have anything to spend them on. I want the level 4 suit. I still can't do this. Okay. There's at least one more level suit. Oh yeah, this is the way with the other guy.
She took a security
I don't know why I'm walking back over here. And the reason I know is because increasing the level of your suit increases your inventory. And if you look, I still have 8 unspoken for slots. Which means I believe that there are actually 2 more levels of suit. So I believe there's a 4 and a 5. Alright. Are we all the way up to 6? I kind of lost track. I know we're at least 5. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. We'll keep talking for a little bit. Maybe I'll monk around and figure out what's going on with, while we're waiting here. Do I have another... Why do I have a missed call from... That's weird. Like, why won't you... No one I know? And I don't think they left a voicemail either. It's not the button I pressed on here. I also got a call from a recruiter that I spoke with when I was looking for my current job in between this and Regis. But yeah. Wait, no, there's no voicemail. Also, I rarely ever actually listen to my voicemail. My Android makes transcripts and I can read them. And it's not perfect. It'll mix up words, but I can usually figure out what people are actually talking about. Oh, there you go. I don't know why the stream app doesn't work anymore. Oh well, I'll figure it out in between streams. Let's get those 6. That's a half. Coda doesn't understand halves. I could easily turn this into more than you know, 6 treats. As far as she's concerned. But we're gonna put our paw up here. Yeah. Oh, careful. No slipping. Why you gotta reach farther and farther just because mom's trying to fix things? Oh, careful. You almost hurt yourself. You come up here and say hi to everybody? Or goodbye? Come here. Come here. You do not need any hot chips. You got a bunch of hot chips today. Yeah. That was actually mentioned on a YouTube channel that I watched recently. Illuminati. She does video essays on multi-level marketing and the prism of the past and all this other stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, she recently I was going through a lot of her older stuff, so it could be one of her older videos. She had something that was about slip and slide. Really? Okay, only because you mentioned it. You actually just crunched that right out of Mom's mouth. Oh, I look for Mom. It goes, you, then me, then you, then back to me, and back to me, then you, then me, then you, then me again. Yeah, she's pretty good about it when it's in my mouth because she's like, no, that's Mom's food. Why am I taking Mom's food? So I have to make it enticing. But it's also good that she is hesitant. I was actually referencing a scene from Red versus Blue, which technically needs 3 people to do right, but yeah. Uh-oh, now we're all fuzzy again. How does that not bother you? She's like, because I lick it off on my fur. I mean, I've been there, I've done that. Snowstorm, and I forget if it was 2018 or 2019. I ordered some food on Uber Eats. And they went and they picked it up, and then they drove home. And it took me prodding for them to bring it to me. I had ordered food from Perkins. So from the moment I ordered it to the moment it got here, it was 3.5 hours. Yeah, as far as I could tell. Because he went, he picked it up, he drove somewhere, and then he just stopped. as far as I could tell, he wasn't going anywhere else. He wasn't doing anything else. Nothing else was going on. No, no. It wasn't eaten. Unless you count by me. But it was cold. Perkins food is not good cold. Perkins food isn't good delivered. Yeah. Yep. And I've had that happen when it isn't snowy. You know, you put it, and the worst part is you've pre-planned your ride. You posted in advance on the app. You pre-booked, and they're an hour and a half late showing up, and it's not even the driver who originally accepted your ride. It shows up in the app as the driver who's supposed to be picking you up now, but it's not the person that was picking you up when it was supposed to be picked up, when you were supposed to be picked up. No, there's a microwave in the house. I use it for macaroni and potatoes and popcorn, but I refuse to put anything with meat in it. Especially red meat. Chicken, pork is really iffy, but red meat, there's no way anything with red meat is going in the microwave because it tastes god-awful coming out of it. Yeah. I try to keep it as clean as possible, but the last time I used it, there was an awful lot of microwave popcorn butter all over the microwave, and I had to clean that up. Yeah. In general, though, the microwave doesn't get a lot of use even from the housemate. I actually probably use it more than the housemate does. A lot, like... Do you know how I cook in this house? I have a convection toaster oven. It's quite large. You can fit easily a 12-inch, but probably a 16-inch pizza in it. And I have an Instant Pot. Those are my two main ways of cooking things. You should see the way I make macaroni, like boxed macaroni and cheese. I do buy frozen macaroni and cheese too. Yes. I have an Instant Pot, and I have... It functions more as an oven than as a toaster, because it is a convection oven, so it's like a giant air fryer. And it'll go up to 400 degrees. I actually have ceramic tiles underneath of it to protect the wooden thing, in case the heat shield isn't enough. Because, yeah, I'm weird like that. I had another thought. And it got distracted. It ran off. It skittered away. It's somewhere in the recesses of my brain, probably hiding in one of those doors I can't open. Yes, right now I do have 3 mini fridges all plugged in at once because one of my friends, when I was without money, brought me a lot of food, and a fair amount of it had to be refrigerated. And the 2 mini fridges weren't enough, so I had to go plug in my old mini fridge so that I would have some extra space. And right now it's got my milk in it, which probably should be gotten rid of because I think its use by date was yesterday. Which really only means that it's going to be freshest, not that it's going to go bad. But some part of me still sticks to that, oh, we work at the convenience store and we have to throw the milk out at 3 days before the sell-by date. Because that's how we did it. And let me give you a inside baseball. If you are at a gas station buying milk, make sure you check the dates. Absolutely sure that you check the dates. Because when I worked at my holiday, not to throw anyone under the bus, but there were plenty of times where I went to refill the cooler and I was doing the milk, and I would find milk that was supposed to have been pulled the week before. So not only was it more than it was 3 days before, it was more than 3 days after the sell-by date. And then I would have to pull that, and then before you can throw it away, you have to actually dump the milk, because you can't throw the whole thing in the garbage. So, yeah. And I generally, like, I'll keep my eggs and longer probably than some people, because I will, if I forget to use them, and it's, like, less than a week and a half after their use by date, I will still use them, but I will like float them to see where they float, and if they're still good, I'll use them. If they're floating at the top of the water, I will throw them away, because that's disgusting and a good way to get sick. I have not been able to get it to restart. It went, the last time I ran it, I kicked it in and it worked. It filled back up, and it's attached to a hose, so it shouldn't be filling anything up. It should be dumping it down the hose right away. It filled up. I emptied it again. I put it back in, and it won't start. It tells me that right now there's only 23% humidity, which means that right now it won't run no matter what. But so there's no way to test it until our humidity goes back up. I should take it apart and try to see if there's anything wrong with the hose itself, but right now it's not a big deal. Winter, dry ass air. Like, I had to move Sergeant's water dish directly under the ceramic heat emitter, because otherwise his enclosure was not being humid. Like, he had a really, really bad shed the other day. Like, usually when he sheds, it's one long, like, when it all the way comes off, it looks like somebody rolled up a condom. This time there was bits of shed all over the enclosure. So I had to move it, and I put his other hide back in, but he never uses it, so I don't know why it's there. I mean, if you're still... He doesn't really even do that. Like, mostly he pushes his substrate around. The other day I found he had moved around inside of his favorite hide, which is right over the belly heat. He had moved around so much that he had moved the substrate in front of the hole in the hide, so you couldn't even look in on him. And then more recently, he opened it back up because he wanted to stick his head out. So yeah. But yes, if you would like to bring it over, I would appreciate that, because I will not object to having two of them. Like, I would seriously probably hook one up on the other side of the basement bedroom and run an extra long hose from it to the drain. because it's kind of redonkulous how humid it can be down here. Which would only kind of be a problem at night. Because there'll be, even during stream, like, you haven't complained about my fan or my heater. Right now, the noisy heater actually is on the other side of the house. Because I have the oil-filled heater plugged in the main room. And even with that, I was surprised by this because I used to keep it on over here. But Sarge's room, or Sarge's enclosure, is 84 degrees underneath of the ceramic heat emitter, which is about perfect. 84 to 86 underneath of there is about right. And right here, it is about 78 degrees. So. Right, I would be able to plug it in. I would probably use it mostly from waking up until going to bed. Because the noise might, depending on how loud it is through the wall, might bother me. But otherwise, I'd probably just let it be. Could have just looked at me like, I just dropped my horn. Are you going to say anything? What? Where's your horn? She's got like 2 or 3 of these lying around now. When she was little, she was a real chewer. She's less chewy now. So, like, this is lasting a long time. It's a water buffalo horn. I think this one was, $16. You want this? You want your horn? No? Is you all done? I want your horn? Oh, you was done with it, huh? I'll boop you. Boop you. Did you want it? No? What if I throw it on your bed? Has your head? Mama has your head? I can have kisses. No. Alright, well, now it is 9:48. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight, guys. Sleep tight, don't let the Fae bite. We'll see you in the next stream where we'll figure out what's going on the other side of this horrendous space station. Good night.